Like memorize implode, so the world forgets. Right down to Cartier-Wells' name. We're gonna drink a toast to David when this is all over.
Thank you, Olga.
Wow, what a recruit. I should have got you to enlist her earlier. Okay, let's focus. You need to find and access the Central Security Post in Nemopolis.
Now you may ask yourself, hasn't Olga figured out by this point that we've been manipulating her and that Memorize in fact didn't kill David? The answer is this is episode 7, where the characterizations aren't real and the conversations don't matter. So of course she hasn't.
Oh, reconfigure. No, reconstitute. Damn it! I knew. I think I knew. What was it? But that woman! I know her. She's dangerous. She was here before. No, she wasn't. We must stop her! Stop her now! There! Get her! We've got to stop her! Get her now! Yes, sir! Get her now!
Trace. Crazy and indestructible. I always pick the easy ones.
So right about now, to show you that the game is no longer pulling any punches, you're getting swarmed with policemen and robots. I cut most of that out because these fights still don't offer much except for this one. You see, if you look at my health bar there, you can probably guess that if I get one more hit off on this white electrified policeman, I will die. So my only chance of actually taking him down is my camouflage move, which has a cooldown I can only reduce if I attack him, which would kill me. So I have to wait the full 130 seconds before I can use it, during which I have to kite this man around the arena. I'm not saying it's hard. It isn't. He's in fact vastly slower than I am. It's just very, very boring. Also, his AI is actually programmed in a way that you can't just do the old Western style around the table thing with him, because he'll run around corners. And just in case you thought it was over, here's more robots and more policemen. Thank you, game, I really appreciate the effort.
Nilin, you must run down Riddlehead and steal the access protocols to the conception queue. There's good news. This time he's on foot.
And the bad news?
His memory is splintered. He's practically a leaper. You must act quickly.
How do I catch him?
He's headed for the main security post found on the 103rd floor. Use the freight lift to intercept him.
If you're feeling lost because of all these new terms that you've never heard before, you're not alone. I feel lost too, because this part of the game is kind of disconnected from the rest, narratively and in other ways that will become apparent later. One thing that is becoming apparent right now is that we're gonna have to fight this robot for the third time. However, this time it's got some new moves. Like this scanner here, for instance, and if you're in it too long it'll probably fire a laser. I've never stood in the scanner for too long, because I know from other video games that that is a bad thing that I should avoid. Other than that, of course, this robot also serves a narrative function. It means that you are so close to the end of the game that these guys just become regular enemies. Or at least that these guys can come out of nowhere and attack you, because it's that serious. And hey, if the game can repeat itself, so can I. Why should I think of a new joke here? I mean, it's still a good joke, right? Right? It's still good. I still got it. I don't need any original material for this. Let's just move on. Nilin, please.
So Captain Trace has kept his position.
He's been concealing his illness, but he's totally cracking up now. Find him fast.
And after all that robotic trouble and general nervousness and stressful environment, we enter a very comfy set piece that I enjoy very much, and that has very chill music in it. Of course, whenever you see moving carts on rails, you're thinking of puzzles. Because that's what years and years of video games have told you. And in this case, you are actually correct. We need to use these carts to get to the door the camera showed us at the start of the level. However, unlike the other platforming puzzles in this game, there's actually a fail state in this one, which means you can die. You can die for reasons other than the hit detection not working or Captain Trace being a boss fight. And I mean, this basically just means you have to press the B button again or you're getting shoved into a furnace. But that's a huge thing for this game. Of course, that's what we would be doing if there weren't 10,000 sound effects obscuring the music on this recording, because my audio balancing in the game is optimized for my ears when I play the game and not for how this game sounds when I record it, which is a terrible, terrible shame, because it's actually good music. You see, right about there I could have died.
Nice.
You know, I've learned not to question little things like that, little gifts the game gives you like that. I've just learned to accept them and be thankful for them. It would be wrong to complain about it. It wouldn't be right. I shouldn't do it. So, Nemopolis. Oh. I still don't know if this was meant to be the original Memorize HQ and the one we were at was just kind of a branch office. It seems almost like an afterthought, actually. Because with all of Edge's talk about how Memorize is corrupting the people and how we should free them from Memorize, one would have thought he would have started here and not the Semi-Shell Dam. This whole area actually it feels less than a final boss area and more like a DLC area that you would have gotten to visit after the game was over. Some kind of add-on that would conclude the story. But then again, I guess Don't Nod wanted the bad guy to have a big fucking castle, so they just went fuck it and gave him a big fucking castle.